Yo, what's up, everybody? Hello. Yeah, let's get right to it. Let's see if it started yet. It's 9 o'clock. Of course, Trump's probably going to be late. Let's see. See what we got going on here. What's up, everybody? They're having audio problems.
Go, and I think we had some audio trouble there, so I'll reiterate.
Yes, you did, buddy.
That there's been lots and lots of signals.
Okay, so we're a minute past the time the speech was supposed to start, so we'll be patiently waiting for Trump to finally show up. How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up, peoples of the internets? What's up, the chatters? Who we got in here? John McCarter, how you doing, man? Xerox, great intro, possibly the best. Thank you, Xerox. It was the bestest war. What's up, everybody? Yeah, links in the description if you want to support the show. Smash the thumbs up. Help get this going. Help get this out to the peoples of the world. Discord's in the description, as well as second channel, Patreon, all that good stuff. Your support goes a long way, so it's much appreciated. And yeah, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. We're waiting for Trump's address to the nation to kick off. Any second now. See here, we'll catch up with some. So this is the stuff that's coming out. Breaking. DOJ announces FARA enforcement action against AIPAC. April Fools. Yeah, that's bullshit. Sorry. But this is the stuff coming out about it. Like it's just so typical of war reporting. Trump expected to announce that ground troops may be necessary to extract enriched uranium from Iran during address. Okay, so maybe he's going to say that. The other thing I hear is, according to Politico, Trump will declare the war is winding down. So who knows what the fuck we're going to actually hear tonight? Is the war winding down? Troops on the ground? Yeah. Who knows, bro? I'm hoping it's going to actually be like, okay, we've accomplished everything and we're done. Here we go.
At Nachinateo super chatted
My
$5.
fellow Americans, good evening.
After this
great
speech,
audio.
I'm
Let
not
me
black
begin
pilled
by
anymore.
congratulating the
I
team
hope so too,
NASA
Nate. Thank you, brother.
and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis II. It was quite something. It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever flown and will very substantially pass the moon, go around it, and come back home from a distance that has never been done before. It's amazing. They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people.
He looks tired.
We want to God bless those 4 unbelievable astronauts. As we speak
This is
this
late for
evening,
Trump.
it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran. In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before. Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them terrorist regime they led, are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before. Before discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world. And now we're working along with Venezuela and are in a true sense joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world.
Thank you, Nate.
From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind
Can you pause
a
it?
nuclear shield.
You can pause it, bro.
I will never let
you
that
can pause
happen,
it on your end.
and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first, and perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term. He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb, and he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. Had he lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash. Took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had. He flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. It would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts, had I not terminated that terrible deal. And I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers performed magnificently. We totally obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And They had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And they're raced for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I've traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, "Please, sir, please finish the job." Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will use them, and they will use them quickly. It would lead to decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine. The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled country. I hate to say that, but we were a dead and crippled country after the last administration and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far, with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a cancer that has long simmered. It's known as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember, because of our drill baby drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas. Under my leadership, we're #1 producer of oil and gas on the planet, without even discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait, and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and in every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves. I have a suggestion. Number one, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. And number two, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us, as we asked. Go to the strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing, and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up. They haven't come down very much, frankly. They came down a little bit, but they've had some very good days over the last couple of days. We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible threat. With our historic tax cuts, where people are just now talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible, they are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great big beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like never before. It will top the levels that it was a month ago. I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved. Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously. We have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force. The nuclear sites that we obliterated with the B-2 bombers have been hit so hard that it would take months to get near the nuclear dust, and we have it under intense satellite surveillance and control. If we see them make a move, even a move for it, we'll hit them with missiles very hard again. We have all the cards, they have none. It's very important that we keep this conflict in perspective. American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant, against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days. And the country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer. This is a true investment in your children and your grandchildren's future. The whole world is watching, and they can't leave the power, strength, and brilliance. They just can't believe what they're seeing. They leave it to your imagination, but they can't believe what they're seeing. The brilliance of the United States military. Tonight, every American can look forward to a day when we are finally free from the wickedness of Iranian aggression and the specter of nuclear blackmail. Because of the actions we have taken, we are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world. And I'll tell you, the world is watching. And when we do, when it's all over, the United States will be safer, stronger, more prosperous, and greater than it has ever been before. May God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, and good night.
That's it. That's the fucking message.
President Trump with that live address as it goes to
They're
a
crashing
slate.
out, bro.
We hear it live now. We're going to take a live look
They're
at
crashing
the White House,
out.
where the president.
I mean, this is essentially the same message we've heard a million times. Like, oh my God, our approval rating is cratering. We got to get out there and sell this war again. That was terrible. First of all, he sounds old. He just sounds tired. I don't know if they should be doing these things so late. They should probably do them earlier in the day, because he did a little speech today, like some sort of Easter speech, where he sounded a lot better. So they've got to move these earlier in the day. That would be my first suggestion. Starts out, obviously, he's trying to calm the oil markets. I took some notes because I didn't want to interrupt. Obviously, he's trying to calm the oil markets. That's what he's doing right out of the bat. Whoa, things are going so great with Venezuela, which, by the way, is still a communist regime. So that's another one where we took out Maduro, and his communist vice president now runs it. And okay, it's such a great job. It's such a victory. They're our best friends now. So yeah, he sounds tired. Definitely needs to move these to earlier in the day. This is all about selling his decision to break his no war promise. So all this is like, we heard this from Rubio. Rubio's been fucking crashing out as well, like trying to resell the Iran war because everybody's so fucking just nobody's happy with this except for the neocons and then the true cult members. 1.7 billion is what Obama sent Iran, right? To stop the to get them to not pursue nuclear weapons.
At ST.0 Neon super chatted $2. Think I am dumber now.
Yeah, I was not happy with that, Saint Onion, because anyway, back to my point. 1.7 billion, Obama sent cash and pallets to the Iran regime for them not to have nuclear weapons. There's a lot of debate as to whether Iran was abiding or was not abiding. 1.7 billion is a hell of a lot less than we're spending now to stop them from getting nuclear weapons. So I don't know.
Super chatted $5. If things are going so great and we have so much oil, why is the gas so expensive?
That's a good. It's the dirty markets. It's the dirty markets. It's all the speculators, dude. Blame it on the speculators. We have so much oil. This shouldn't, and honestly, it shouldn't, because it's like 2% of our oil supply is affected by this. But because of all the issues, like the markets are pricing it in, whether we agree with it or not. Thank you guys for the super chats. So yeah, he's trying really hard again to sell this war because his ratings, his fucking approval is cratering. The only thing I wanted to hear is we are done and we're pulling out and Israel will follow suit. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I tuned in hoping to hear, is like, we're done. Because, I mean, if you want the markets to fucking, because all they give a fuck about is the stock market. By the way, the stock market isn't really, it does have an effect on regular people, but not that much, because, the stock market keeps going up as the livelihoods of average Americans continues to fucking crater. So, miss me with that fucking, oh, the Dow's up. Put the Dow's up, boys. Yeah, gas is expensive and rent's through the roof, and you got to work 4 jobs now, and you don't even have time to sleep. But the Dow's up. The Dow is up. No one fucking cares, bro. You just miss me with that shit. It's terrible. I don't know, man. Again, I was hoping for something huge. Like, hey, we're done. A mission accomplished. We're pulling out. We're done. We will get out of there. The strait's going to reopen. Israel agrees. They're not going to do any more. That's what I wanted to hear. But no. Sounds like there's still potential for boots on the ground. Let's see what this weird guy. Let's see what he's saying.
Markets as well as the American public, and bring them along and make sure that they understood both the stakes as well as the interests at play.
The president facing intense scrutiny about gas prices and other economic pressures that his administration is facing in light of this conflict. Trump says U.S. forces will finish the job in Iran soon as the core.
Okay, boring. Boring. Oh, man. Yeah, this is some of the stuff from Trump. This is... We'll get to some more shit. Yeah, we had Artemis lift off today. Here's some footage of that.
10.
A lot of people don't believe any of this. It's all AI.
RS-25 engines lit.
It's all AI, boys.
3.
None of this is real.
1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Yeah, we don't need your fucking narration, dude. Shut up. Okay? You're ruining the moment.
Roll pitch. Roger, roll pitch.
These things always give me stress.
Houston, now controlling.
Because I'm always like, please don't blow up. Please don't explode in the air. Please. Please. But yeah, I guess it's going well. U.S. Department. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm hoping this is bullshit, but the U.S. Department of Defense has given President Trump a plan to seize nearly 1,000 pounds of highly enriched uranium from at least one nuclear site in Iran. That would involve flying in excavation equipment and building a runway for cargo planes to take the radioactive material out, according to two people familiar with the matter who spoke to the Washington Post. Well, that's going to be an interesting mission, huh? I guess we're going to send in our Marines to go fucking... I hope that goes... I mean, dude... That'll be the beginning, because, we're just going in to take the uranium. And then, of course, that's going to be a shit show, and now we're going to have to send more troops, and then next thing you know, it's going to drag out. I hope we don't make that fucking decision. Here's Trump from earlier. He did a little Easter speech.
My friend, great show. I love this guy. He's so nice to me. Every time I watch, and I appreciate. We're not supposed to be seduced that way, right? But I am. When somebody's nice to me, I love that person. Even if they're bad people, I couldn't care less. I'll fight to the end for them. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, we know. If people kiss your ass, you'll just do whatever they tell you. The neocons just kiss your ass.
Zero Neon super chatted $2. Big Bird was supposed to be on the Challenger.
The one that blew up? I remember hearing that would have been wild, right? Big Bird would have blown the fuck up. Good thing whoever plays Big Bird, they dodged a bullet. Breaking: U.S. intelligence has determined the Iranian government is not currently willing to engage in substantial negotiations over the U.S.-Israel war, per New York Times. So yeah, assessments say Iran believes it is in a strong position, does not have to accede to America's diplomatic demands, though it is willing to keep channels open. So again, typical of this war, we hear one thing from the Trump administration. The talks are going great, blah, blah, blah. The new people are so much better. Okay, sure, dude. I'm sure the son of the man that you murdered, the son of the man who you murdered his entire family, yeah, I'm sure they're going to be much more easier to deal with, right? And then you hear from Iran always, constantly, no, we're not. This is bullshit. We're not discussing anything. So yeah, another one from earlier. President Trump, if you didn't have me, you wouldn't have Israel.
But seriously, if you didn't have me, if you had some different type of a president, you wouldn't have Israel. I know you're big Israel fans. Frankly, evangelicals and Christians, I think they like Israel more than Jewish people like Israel.
Is he allowed to say that? You're not supposed to, I don't think you're supposed to admit that out loud. But yeah, I mean, I agree. It seems that way, don't it? Especially the Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee types. It's very strange.
If you want to know the truth, it's really true. I get so many coming up, but I don't know when that started. It did start not thousands of years ago, I can tell you. It started. But the love for Israel is great. You wouldn't have Israel, and you wouldn't have the Middle East either. You would not have, you would have had a nuclear weapon. It started by taking out Soleimani.
Imagine whoever is in charge of providing Trump his news. Imagine if they stopped giving him Mark Levine to watch and they gave him Nick Fuentes. Wouldn't that be great? If I think Nick Fuentes, whatever your fucking complaints about Nick Fuentes is, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. A Trump who like every night he watches Nick Fuentes and just all of a sudden he's, I don't know, man. Who knows what could happen the next 2 years, dude? Who knows? Breaking DOJ. Yeah, this one is this is obviously a April Fool's breaking. DOJ announces. I'm not falling for it, bro. I'm not falling for it. Come on now. So yeah, both of these. I mean, I this is what I would have wanted to hear, dude. This one right here. Trump will declare the war is winding down. Well, I guess he did say that, but it doesn't really sell it for me because he's like, oh, we'll be done in another 2 weeks, but we're gonna hit them so hard. Oh, it sounds like we might still be getting fucking ground troops, dude. Oh, this is good news, boys. You ready for another COVID lockdown? New COVID-19 variant, nicknamed Cicada, has been detected in multiple U.S. states and countries and is being monitored by health officials. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna give a fuck. There was a meme where it's like, how to avoid getting this new variant of COVID, and it's a dude putting in earplugs. It's like, just shut up. It's fucking dumb. But yeah, I don't know, dude. This country would be so fucking dumb if we fell for lockdowns again so soon. I think like with this war with Iran, we need at least like 15 or 20 years, maybe 10 years before people are dumb enough to fall for it again. Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy, dude? I don't know. Breaking FT writes, Financial Times, I imagine, writes, Trump has warned Europe that the USA will halt deliveries of $4.5 billion worth of USA-produced weapons for Ukraine, paid for by Europe, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand under the PUR program, unless Europe takes part in a military mission to reopen the Hormuz Strait. Yeah, he's playing hardball now. He's playing hardball. We really want to get some, and it looks like we might be making some progress on getting some help. I've heard the UAE is like, they're really getting ready to do some military operations to get the strait open. So here's some more Alex Jones following up on yesterday when he said, the Trump we knew is no longer exists. Yeah, let's see what Alex has to say.
I am sick to my stomach and horrified at the change in Trump, and just wounded and sad and upset because I have been so satisfied and so proud of what Trump's been through and what he's done and how far we came together. And it was a pleasure to stand with him and be persecuted right alongside him. And I still respect Trump for all that. And I still believe he is at heart a good man. But whether it's mental exhaustion or whatever it is or who's around him, he's making more and more big mistakes.
Let's see what Trump has. Let's see what Alex has to say. We'll watch this. We always one Alex Jones clip per episode at least, okay? And let's see. Because it went pretty viral, his clip from yesterday, so I think he's following up.
There's still a lot of good going on, but quickly Trump is moving away from his main mission. And on the current trajectory, he'll be Barack Obama in a few months if he continues this slide in policy, turning into a globalist Democrat. So we're pretty horrified around here. I don't know about you. But do you expect me to get up here and say, oh yeah, that's great. It's your fault, France. It's your fault, Germany. It's your fault, Saudi Arabia. It's your fault, third world countries that need the fertilizer, and Australia that already has fuel running out, and all over the world, the jet airlines are saying within a few weeks they'll have to cancel most flights because lack of jet fuel. And what do you think that, and Taiwan can't make chips because they can't get the liquid natural gas? That's going to hurt us bad. This is crazy. All because Netanyahu did what he wanted to do and drug us into this, and they lied to Trump and said the regime will fall in a few days and the opposition will overthrow them. Remember, Trump said that was the plan, and it didn't work.
Guys, are we still saying that, hey, well, we're stupid if you think that people are going to run? This is what I hear from people now. It's like, well, what happened to that? What happened to people rising up? Oh, you're such an idiot. You think they're going to rise up now? No, it's not time yet. Okay, they're waiting for the right time. Okay. And now Mark Levine and all of them are talking about like getting weapons into the hands of Iranians. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to go fucking airdrop them a bunch of fucking rifles. I mean, I don't know. That's not a bad idea. Honestly, one of the best ideas from Mark Levine. I'd much rather do that than have boots on the ground. Let's go just airdrop a bunch of guns to the people who want to have a revolution. Honestly, we should just not do anything.
Leroy.45 long super chatted $5. God bless Alex Jones for always keeping it full score.
Leroy, thank you for the 5. Leroy 45 long. Thank you, brother. Yeah, God bless Alex Jones.
Remember what the founder and head of Blackwater said, a right-wing hawk. He said, I can't believe Trump did this. It's not going to go well. The Pentagon told him that. And he said, but just please don't escalate to boots on the ground because that'll be the next thing. And that's why we need a repudiation of boots on the ground because they have the talking point. They're pushing it everywhere. Fox, you name it. You do not want a ground war in Iran. And notice he's now backing away from that. And that's why we're going to put pressure. We get told by neocons.
I don't know if he is, to be honest. It would be really stupid because it's obvious they've realized, like, okay, this is record levels of unpopular, okay? Like, this is destroying the fucking administration and the future election prospects of the Republican Party. Obviously, they're realizing that. But do I think that they're still not dumb enough to still do boots on the ground and keep doubling and tripling down? I don't know. I sure hope not, dude. I sure hope fucking not.
Influencers are paid off by the establishment, by Israel and others, that being loyal to Trump and loyal to MAGA and being a good American means supporting whatever the neocons want and ground war with the Iranians and that nightmare. No, that's not what we voted for. And they want us to sit down and shut up.
Not just not what we voted against this shit. We absolutely voted against this shit. But welcome to MAGA 2026. It's now a neocon movement. They run it.
They'll attack you. They'll intimidate you. They'll call you a traitor like they did Joe Kent and a coward when they're the cowards. Israel says they won't help us in a ground war, but they want us in a ground war. Because they want you to shut up. Because they don't want Trump to get pushed back because they want him bubble wrapped where they control him.
I agree.
So you bet your boots.
That's why I come on here and whine every night. My whining serves a very important purpose, guys. We got to wake Trump up.
I've been all over Trump's ass and saying, really hardcore things that are true because they know I've been loyal to Trump from the very start, even before he announced his candidacy. Roger Stone came in to recruit me, went over the stuff, Trump's background.
They recruited you, Alex? The allegations, I can hear them now. I can hear all the allegations.
What he promised Trump would do. I said, okay, let me see. So I was already lined up to support Trump a month before he announced. And you notice, boom, right away, he's on the show, all that, bam. We had the biggest show in the world at that time, still gigantic.
I can't remember what debate it was. I know it was the primary debates. Probably the one where he was destroying Jeb Bush. That's when Trump won me over.
Biggest English-speaking program, period. Not just political, period, in the world. Billions of views a quarter on YouTube alone. Hundreds of radio stations, top rated. Number one on Shoutcast. Number one on Apple iTunes. Number one. And we backed Trump, and we went to the RNC, and a third of the people there, the hundreds of thousands, were wearing our shirts. And the left saw that and got horrified and said, oh, my God. And got declassified that the CIA and Obama said, get that guy. And they set up a major project against me with Hillary Clinton involved. And all I've gotten is pain and attacks and everything for backing Trump. And I would do it as long as he was fighting hard. Never asked for support. Never asked for them to protect me. I got reached out to by the Justice Department saying, hey, part of our task force, we know they did this to you. It's been declassified. We're going after him.
I mean, the least they could have done is like spoke up about the fucking complete censorship happening to people like Alex. And it wasn't just Alex. It was so many Trump supporters that got nuked off of fucking all the platforms. And Trump didn't even say anything, really. You at least could have came out and fucking said something. Maybe like, threw a little shot at social media like, hey, you guys better better stop acting like a bunch of fucking communists, a bunch of anti-free speech pieces of garbage, or maybe we'll do something about it. He didn't even do that.
And so I see, you know, the neocon surrogates going, oh, Jones got paid, or Jones wants clicks. Got paid? I don't get paid for clicks. I don't get paid for what I say on air. I sell products, and if people think what I'm doing is a good job and they like the products, they buy them. And that's it.
What do you mean a socialist? Nerio, how could I be socialist when I literally want to abolish the income tax?
Kevin DeBella 6312
on the federal
super
level.
chatted $4.99. Oil is a global futures market. Just because we have a lot of it, we still buy, sell it on the global market like everyone else.
Yeah, good point, Kevin. Kevin Bella, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the 5.
What I sell is completely separate from what I do on air. When I'm up here talking about stopping a nuclear war and a total ground war in World War IV, or whatever you want to call it, Pentagon calls it that. I just use their proper name. Mark Levin makes a big joke out of it, hoping his audience is stupid. And I just go down the line and do what is right. And that's it. I was around before the word influencer existed.
I hate that term. The term influencer is just fucking retarded, dude. That's one that definitely doesn't need to stick. We stop referring to people as influencers, okay?
With my guests and my audience and our
I'm an
we created
influencer.
the modern anti-globalist template. We created the gantry, the launch pad, the runway for Trump and other populists around the world, and we're recognized by Bukele in El Salvador and by Bolsonaro in Brazil and by Nigel Farage in the UK and by Viktor Orban in Hungary as being the original that at a mass scale popularized this movement and freedom and energized the grassroots for everyone, not just here, but around the world to challenge the globalists. We spotlighted the UN. We spotlighted the World Economic Forum. We spotlighted Bill Gates.
Yeah, and now Great Britain's going back to the EU like, please, we're sorry about Brexit. Please, we want to be best friends again. This is working out real well, Trump, to fight globalism. Well, by the way, we do have a little speech from Keir Starmer, and then we also have a speech from Australia, which is about to die. Essentially, everybody in Australia is about to die if we don't stop this war. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Plus, we got PBD going after Adam. I think PBD's not happy with Adam because Adam is embarrassing their whole fucking operation. So we got a clip from that too. That's fun. We got a lot of stuff. So hang out, boys. Hope you're having fun. I hope. What did you guys think of the speech? I thought it was just more of the same. Nothing new. They sold it as if there's going to be some huge announcement, and it was just all the same fucking talking points we've heard about why they had to do the Iran war. They're crashing out, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Anybody enjoy that speech? Anybody like that speech? Give it a grade. A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, there's no E. What do you think? Was it an F? Was it an A? Was it a B? A C? Give me a grade in the comment section what you thought of Trump's speech.
We hit the barbed wire first. We were the shock troops, my guests, my crew, this audience of activists. And I won't sell out that legacy of integrity for anybody. You can put a gun to my head, and I won't go against what's right. I won't move 1 centimeter from what I believe to be the absolute truth. Now, do I get things a little off sometimes? Do I get things wrong sometimes? You bet, and I tell you when I do. About a 98% accuracy rate. But in the general...
Do I sometimes watch the Pink Trip show and then copy his talking points? Yeah. I don't know if Alex does that. I think me and Alex just think... Oh, sorry. I got a Zen in the fucking Zen juice. It's not a Zen. It's a Rogue. And the Rogue juice just went down the wrong pipe. I'm fine, boys. I'm going to be all right. Ooh, I love me some nicotine juice. I thought I was going to die live on the air right there. What was I saying? I don't even know anymore, dude. Yeah, Alex is always copying me. No, I think we just think alike because we're both good old South Texas boys, you know?
We've been dead on.
I'm okay.
And
I made it.
I am sick to my stomach and horrified at the change in Trump and just wounded and sad and upset because I have been so satisfied and so proud of what Trump's been through and what he's done and how far we came together. And
No, it's not Zen. I say Zen out of habit for some reason. It's a rogue, okay? I don't fuck with Zens, okay?
it was a pleasure to stand with him and be persecuted right
And it's not because I'm an influencer. It's because I'm addicted to nicotine. And I was addicted to nicotine well before influencers were a thing. Okay, so what are we talking about here? Somebody said I'm trying not to be an influencer, but I do Zen. Let's move on.
alongside him. And I still respect Trump for all that. And I still believe he is at heart a good man. But whether it's mental exhaustion or whatever it is or who's around him, he's making more and more big mistakes. I mean, Howard Lutnick should have been removed.
Yeah, I agree.
When it turned out he was at Epstein Island, repeatedly lied about it, moved in next door to him, in business with him.
And making Marco Rubio the Secretary of State, huge mistake. Once again, he surrounded himself with all the fucking never-Trumper neocons that do not care about the America First agenda. So it's not a surprise all this shit's happening.
All this stuff, he lied, and Trump defended it.
In a world.
Get him, Alex. I want to see Alex go full TDS. And I want to see him go to war with Trump. I just want to see it. I want to see him do like 30-minute segments where he's just yelling at Trump the whole time and doing voices, doing his Darth Vader voice and shit. I want to see him go balls to the wall. Balls to the wall. What do we got next here? Oh, this is funny.
Why do you want to be here? Why do you love space? Why do you love being a part of history?
We're going back to the frickin' moon, that's why.
He said frickin'. Everybody's trying to say he said fucking, but he said frickin'.
Back to the frickin' moon, that's why.
Yeah, he said we're going back to the frickin' moon. I'm not that excited about it, to be honest. Not that excited. How do I get back to my bookmarks? I got this shit all fucked up. Give me my bookmarks. There we go. Sorry, fucked up. Lost my place. Here we go. All right, here's Dan Bongino having a complete fucking meltdown. This is the first time I heard this clip. Dan Bongino sounds like a deranged fucking psychopath. Okay?
You wanted to run for. Oh, Dad, why are you yelling now?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, Dad, is that like an offer or something? Is that an offer?
Motherfucker. You shut your mouth. Fucking coward.
Hey, Dad.
This is Mel Gibson levels of crash out. This guy's an unstable dude, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised at some point if this guy ends up like murdering somebody. He's out of control.
Do me a favor. I'll handle the questions and you handle the answers.
At ST.0 Neon super chatted $2. Eat a pack of cigarettes or an entire can of ZYNS.
I gotta eat the cigarettes, bro? Not smoke them? I gotta eat them? Yeah, I don't know about eating. I think that would probably get me sick. Or an entire can of Zins. Do I have to do them all at once, or can I like do them at my normal pace? I think I'd have to go with an entire can of Zins, bro. If it's all at once, that might kill me, though. I think that might be a nicotine overdose, bro. Are you trying to get me killed, Saint Onion? Saint Onion, I thought we were bros, and now you're trying to literally murder me with this crazy challenge.
Just calm down. Oh, Dan, you really sound like you need some help. I think you need.
Yeah, that's Bongino yelling at a journalist.
Need some help.
Fuck yourself.
Okay.
You hear me?
This is him in a complete fucking rage, dude. Like he's out of control.
Do you realize you sound like you need medication?
You don't know why. And let me tell you.
You sound like you need medication, Dan. Do you need maybe you need some professional help?
You have no idea. Shut the fuck up.
I think you need professional help. I think you need professional help.
Yourself. You don't know why I'm in Florida.
This is like a Call of Duty lobby, bro, from the fucking early 2000s. He's just completely crashing out. This is how I feel every time I play Counter-Strike. I love Counter-Strike, but that game makes me so mad. Maybe it's an ego thing because I used to be so fucking good at it. And now when I play it and I see some complete fucking noob kill me and then I watch and then I spectate them and they're like, they don't even know how to move. It's like, it just makes me so mad. I just get, it's like, ooh, Counter-Strike is the most enraging. This is how I feel after I play Counter-Strike.
I know you're in Florida running a race and that you're losing in it by your attitude because you're swearing and acting out.
Fuck you!
And I also know that you looked at running in another district and you knew you couldn't win there either.
You. Hey, listen to
So
me.
let's see, that's three.
I'm going to expose you now.
I think this is from 2019.
Okay.
And when I tell everybody the real reason I'm down here, I'm going to expose your fucking ass even more.
All right, you're free to do that, and you can continue to threaten. You can continue to threaten me if you'd like.
You're a piece of shit because you're a lying scumbag, and it's people like you.
You haven't even established where I lied. We've already established in the record where you've lied.
Yeah,
and now you're acting out and you're swearing.
A piece of shit. You know what? Go fuck yourself.
All right. Well, you wanted to run for. You wanted to run.
I don't know, man. He sounds fucking unhinged, bro. Unhinged. Yeah, this was pretty funny. I saw a little bit of this earlier today. And it seems like, okay, so if you remember, this dude, Adam Sosnick, definitely Amiga type, had a debate with Dave Smith, and he got completely fucking destroyed by Dave Smith. And Adam's been trying to pretend like, oh, I'm not listening to the haters, I'm doing my thing, and but now it's gotten to a point where it was so bad that it's starting to actually like hurt the entire PBD fucking organization. So, Patrick Bet David here had to have a little sit down talk and set him straight.
Adam, you were on the Dave Smith. You and Dave Smith did a debate together on what do you call it? On Piers Morgan. I think that's the first time you were ever on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the market has responded, and they've been saying their thoughts on how it went.
At ST.0 Neon super chatted $5. Xbox 360 lobbies were goated, where I learned all my fabulous language and lexicon.
Bro, the robot that reads these chats is so retarded sometimes. Like, Xbox 360, dude. Okay? And yeah, those were such fun times. So much better than now, dude. That was when I was a console player at that time. And I miss those days.
And
I really
what you
do.
did, what was said.
Thank you, St. Onion.
Davis retweeted and said something about this is the end of Adam funeral. He made some comments that went viral. You've responded. You made some video.
Yeah, the comment sections on YouTube under the PBD videos have just been glorious. I'm not a big fan. Like, I don't hate them, but I think PBD made his money kind of, MLMs, which are kind of scammy, Obviously, some people disagree. They're like, oh, no, it's legitimate. Nah, it's pretty scammy, the whole business model. But, yeah, so I don't really get upset when I see them getting a lot of hate. I kind of go, okay, all right. But it looks like it's reached a level where Adam's job might be in danger here if he doesn't stop fucking ruining the image of PBD.
At him as well, but I just want to kind of because a lot of times from the audience, you have to know how this works. The audience sits there and watches and says, I know for a fact Pat prepped him and the team prepped him and this and this and that, and they don't know what happens. I want you to share with us, because the audience is curious. They're asking me, what is your impression on how you did on the debate with Dave Smith?
Well, despite what you think, I haven't listened or watched any of the internet comments. Zero.
You.
I don't go onto Twitter. I don't check the comments. It's just not something that I do.
I don't believe anybody when they say this. Rogan says this a lot. I mean, I understand the mindset of like, yeah, don't read the comments. It's so much toxic shit is going to get in your head. But people say this shit, they're reading the comments. They're reading the comments. So it's hard to believe when people say that.
Some people are messaging me on my neck. What do you think? I don't know. People are saying stuff. And I'm listening to a song called Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride, Ain't Nothing Gonna Slow Me Down. And that's how I feel about this. So they told me last minute, hey, you're going to go on.
His face looks really puffy, doesn't it? I don't remember his face looking this puffy. You look your face is bloated, bro. I mean, he's probably pounding the booze every night, dude. Like, I'm not reading the comment section. Meanwhile, every night he's fucking pounding just bottles of tequila, all fucked up, reading the comment section, crying to himself. This looks like a dude that's up all night drinking and gets like no sleep. Look at that. Is it just me or does his face look more bloated than ever?
Piers Morgan, sure. I think Tom was maybe going to do it. Tom wasn't able to do it. They called me up. I said, sure, I'll debate Dave Smith. Listen, there's no doubt that Dave Smith is smart or wise or well-read.
Yeah.
The same thing could be said about when you debated a room full of 20 communists on Jubilee. They were.
Oh, that's a show. Oh, you fucked up too, Pat. Well, you want to point out when I fuck up, you fucked up too, Pat. I don't think these guys like each other. I really don't. I felt that way for a long time. I think they all secretly kiss Patrick Bet-David's ass because the money train's coming in. But deep down, they fucking despise this guy. And I probably would too. I don't think I'd like to work for Patrick Bet-David.
We're all very smart. I was very impressed by all these people. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're wise. Now, do I think Dave Smith is smart and capable? Sure. Do I think he's funny? No. Do I think he's right? Definitely not.
I'm asking you, how do you think you did?
I think I did fine. My intention wasn't to play nice. So I went on Piers Morgan. I don't really have plans on going on Piers Morgan every single day. That's not my thing. It's a food fight every single day. Respect to Piers Morgan. I wanted to make some waves. That was my methodology. I could be right. I could be wrong.
Well, you did. You did make some waves, but it was the kind of waves that are like shit waves, you know? It's like waves of feces washing all over your stupid fucking fat bloated
GK
face.
2046 super chatted $5. Rogan reads comments in his sauna and cries, then says, nah bro, it's just sweat. Also Fook PBD, he's a pyramid scheming scamming quant.
Well, you said it, not me. Yeah, I've covered that before. That was one of my best performing live streams, covering all the scammy PBD shit, the MLM stuff. Kind of shady, man. Kind of shady.
Okay, so
the problem is
thanks for the $5, bro.
Care?
No, meaning like I don't care what the market thinks of me.
Yeah.
I know what I believe. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I stand for what America stands for.
No, you
Dave
don't.
Smith, what pissed me off, he continues to say that America is the greatest terrorist regime in the world.
So what?
And that Israel is the greatest terror regime in the Middle East.
So what? That's his argument.
Sure. That's his argument. My point was that only 1% of Americans vote for libertarians. He's a hardcore radical libertarian.
Okay.
So when you wrote the book, Choose Your Enemies Wisely, you said, who's your enemy?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who my enemy is. I don't really have a lot of enemies. You know me, Pat. It's a big difference in the internet and comments in real life. I walk around in real life. I have zero issues.
You don't have issues there. That's
okay.
not the conversation
so
I'm having.
The conversation that I was just basically establishing is that Dave Smith,
there's something going on with his forehead and his hairline. Like, is he getting bee sting treatments or something? Is he getting like where they take bee stings and they fucking sting their face? Looks a little swollen and red. Something's up there. And then like it's white right here, but then red right here. Like, what's going on? What's going on there? Is this a hairpiece? I feel like it could be a hairpiece.
As potent as he might be on a podcast.
Bro, I doubt 80% of my audience took the COVID vaccine. I didn't. No one in my family did. That's a good. We should see who. I'll do a poll. We'll see what the percentage is. But I think it's lower than that for my audience.
Or even on Joe Rogan's, for that matter. People don't support this guy. I support our troops. I support America. I support our allies.
I think Joe's had him on 20, 30 times.
Irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant. So ask whether you agree with the guy or not. You know, Joe likes Dave, right? So the question you got to ask yourself is, from my perspective, there is issues, there is approach, there is what's next for you. When I look at everybody in a marketplace, including myself, everybody in a marketplace, including myself, I leave and I say, okay, how am I recreating myself for this next phase?
75% of you know already? Okay, I'm reporting you to the CDC.
What areas do I have where it's a leak for me? What habits do I have that I need to pay attention to? When we started building an insurance company, yesterday I had Lee Strobel on, we had a great conversation together. One of the guys I would study a lot was Billy Graham. And Billy Graham and his friends, in 1948, they came out with something called the Modesto Manifesto. And at that time, there was a lot of pastors that were getting caught up with young girls. And they came up with this thing saying, hey, what are our threats? And they came out with the threats that they had. It was 4 things. One of the ones was pastors hooking up with members. Number 2 was churches taking advantage of the members with money. Number 3 was the ego of a pastor when you get on stage and you feel like, you are God. Like some pastors actually become godlike because of how much the church fears them and they liked anyways. They go through this. I said, okay, how do we want to build this company? It's very hard. So you got to think about ways to improve. I'm asking you. The argument is one end because I don't know if you focused on making I've seen you make better arguments with Bassem Youssef than you did with Dave Smith. I didn't see you making arguments on Dave Smith. And the reason why I'm doing this with you openly and I'm talking to you openly with you is there's an element of also representing.
You're making me look bad. I don't give a fuck what you do, Adam. But the moment your stupid shit makes me look bad, because that's what matters, how I look at him. He should really fire Adam. Nobody likes Adam. We don't need another MEGA guy we got enough MEGAs, bro. We got MEGAs everywhere, bro. I think Adam's days are numbered.
Where you're coming from, where the expectation is.
And yeah, we got 55 votes. Go vote. Did you take your COVID vax? As of right now, it's the exact opposite of what you said, buddy. I forgot your name already, but somebody said probably 80% of the people in this chat are vaxxed. Actually, 80% are not vaxxed, and only 20% got vaxxed. Stop making assumptions about my beautiful, amazing, very smart, very intelligent audience. Okay?
Hey.
Okay? It's a life lesson to be learned here, buddy boy.
When you go and be professionals, that's not how I handle debates. I don't handle debates that way. That's not my MO. So if you're close to me and you're handling it that way, that is not my style. I don't do stuff like that. And Dave and I don't even agree on some of these issues. But if I'm having a conversation, it's about what is this next phase. And by the way, the reason why I'm having this direct feedback with you publicly is for the following reason. This is how I roll, Adam. I will give you private feedback and have your back 100%. I've always been like that. This is why my guys like working with me, and they know how tough it is at times because I'm always challenging them. But if my private...
I don't think they like working with you, PBD. I think the ones that are close to you that make a ton of fucking money, they probably like the money, but probably secretly fucking despise you. And I imagine if we could do like an anonymous fucking survey of all the people that work with you, I would hate working for this guy. He's such I don't know. The ego's off the charts with PBD. He's never wrong. I imagine like he will never admit when he makes a mistake. It's always somebody else's fault.
Feedback that I'm giving doesn't land, and it feels like you have immunity to go run around and say whatever you want and keep saying, I don't give a shit what people say. I do.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is all, you're ruining PBD. Like the whole fucking, you smeared the whole platform of PBD now. So this is not good for you.
There's
Adam.
an approach to take about this game. I don't care that we have differences in debates. We push each other here and we have arguments and, comment, I side with Vinny today. You know what? Today, actually, I side with Adam. There was a couple moments where you had a couple clips of like they sided with you. I think Adam's the point today. And I'm like, oh, okay, Adam had a point. And then, hey, Tom, no, I'm siding with Tom today. Pat, you were off today. No problem. But it's recreating for the next phase of what is that next phase for you. And that's a very important thing for you to be thinking about. I've had that conversation with him, recreating himself. I've had the conversation with him, recreating himself.
Indiana says, Ping, why are you asking if people got the vac? Because I'm going to report them to the CDC for not getting their vaccination. That's why. No, I mean, I guess you weren't here a second ago. Somebody made the assumption that 80% of my audience are I guess, stupid and got the vax. And I said, no, it's probably the opposite. And it turns out I was right. It is. It's the other way around. 80% did not get the vax. I know my audience.
I have the conversation openly with me on what I need to recreate. But for me, when I saw that, I'm like, you brought up another guy from the past that beat Dave. Great. You brought up, no, there needs to be the Adam that I've seen debate that is prepared. He actually would have made some real good points there. And you, by the way, you've been a moderator for Zero Hedge with Dave Smith and what do you call it? Laura Loomer, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what you did?
Yeah,
Didn't you moderate? Yeah.
Yes.
And I was a pretty good job you did as a moderator. So I don't know. I'm saying this publicly to say this next phase requires all of us to recreate ourselves, and that includes you in a big way. And I've said this privately 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago at that dinner place we went to, and I was very direct with you. But you're cornering me to have to say this publicly to you right now. And you have to make a decision on what you want to do with this next phase. You got to recreate yourself.
Sure.
It's a very important thing. I'm being very respectful to you. And
It sounds like this is a final warning before you get fucking nuked off everything to do with PBD, bro. That's what it sounds like. Like, hey, I tried to talk to you in private, and you were just like, oh, I don't care what anybody thinks, so now we're going to do it in public. And if you don't stop embarrassing me, bitch, I'm going to fire your ass. That's what it sounds like to me.
you had no idea that I'm going to go here this morning. You had no clue I'm going. And by the way, I intentionally changed today's business podcast to do this because obviously Monday I couldn't be here. We had certain things that was going on. This weekend I had, what do you call it?
SLS.
SLS. Sean Hannity did it last Friday, so I changed everything, and Rob and I, we had to talk about it yesterday and calendar to do it this way. But for me, sometimes, you know, when people say, I don't care, 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 and sometimes this is like the
Cloudcase says, what is he even talking about? Recreate, aka listen to me? No, what he's saying is, you're so fucking terrible and stupid and embarrassing us so bad. You need to set this current you on fire and destroy it and recreate yourself in a new image because this is a disaster. So burn it all down and rebuild. That's my take.
Trump effect.
Or you're
Trump
fired,
doesn't care.
bitch.
Well, Trump doesn't give a shit. Well, Trump doesn't do this. Well, contrary to popular belief, Trump looks at every poll. Trump listens to every comment. Trump listens to every criticism. So what you think that Trump does, I'm not telling you go read the comments the next day and go through all chat. I don't recommend that at all. But I do believe a little bit of criticism to see, well, maybe there's a little bit of credibility there. There's a little bit of value there for me to receive. How can I receive this and recreate myself? Because if you're not too careful, Adam, and I'll open it up to you guys if you want to say anything. I'll give you the final thoughts, and then I want to get on the next story, but I wanted to open up with us, get right into it, is the following. There is no April Fool's jokes today. I don't have one. Okay, so if you guys are expecting an April Fool's joke, I don't have one. This is not April.
Honestly, that whole trend, April Fools needs to go away. I'm so sick of the April Fool's jokes, okay? Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's not do that anymore as a nation, please.
April Fool's joke. I know what day today is. This is not, you know, I've had certain friends of mine that are very good at, I used to be very good at the April Fool's stuff. I don't have one today. Maybe I'll have one for you next year when I'm in a different mood. But this is the part I want you to be thinking about.
Adam got him so upset he's not even doing April Fools. That's how bad you fucked up, Adam. Normally he has all kinds of fun April Fool's stuff planned, but you've ruined everything to the point where he has to make the whole show about how much you suck, Adam. Good job.
Is the market is going to criticize you. There's a very big difference between the bots. I read a comment yesterday, made the most disrespectful comment.
Essentially, the people are right, Adam. You suck.
To me. And the first thing I did, I went to the account. It got started in February of 2026.
Oh, weird.
It has 2 followers, follows 6,000 accounts. That's a bot of somebody that created to say it. Forget about the bots. There are some people that are giving real feedback that we have to pay close attention to because, you know, we can disagree. You know, even with the Dave Smith part, Dave Smith's issues, we can sit down and have a debate over the number, and I can still do it respectfully. You know, even when I went to Jubilee, they disrespected me. I didn't disrespect the kids when I spoke to them. Our position has to be a different position. And even when Trump calls out, he still is very paying attention to the likability score that he has. Love him or hate him, people like him. I'll pause. Vinny, any thoughts you had?
Can I just respond real quick?
Of course, absolutely.
So I'll just break this down real quick. We didn't have this discussion prior. You just kind of preemptively brought this up, and I'm totally okay with it. If I wanted to have a ideological debate with Dave, I would probably rephrase it that the world is a dangerous place, and he wants to pretend that he's an ostrich and not engage with anybody. So, you know, to use an analogy, if this guy was a dating coach, he would say, just sit at home all day and wait for women to knock on your door, and that's when you can respond to women. The world doesn't work that way. If you're a sales coach or if you're a sales manager, that's like saying just stay by the phones.
What do you think's the outcome of a debate?
But The outcome of a debate.
Forget Dave Smith. This isn't a Dave Smith conversation. That could have been John Doe. I'm not talking.
But the point is that I'm trying
what
to make
is the
was
purpose of a debate?
We're not aligned.
What is the purpose of a debate?
To find the truth.
Wrong.
At L_Yeffa-67 super chatted $10. Ping. Chill out. PBD is awesome and smart. He totally didn't scam a lot of old people out of their money. Trump is a great president.
Ha 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 ha. Funny April Fool's joke, El Jefe. You can't fool me, bro. But yeah, he's wrong. That's not the purpose of a debate. And that shows me Adam is fucking retarded. Okay? Thank you for the 10, El Jefe. Much love, brother. Happy April Fools. And happy Easter. Happy Holy Week. For all you celebrating Lent and all that. We've got Good Friday coming up. Hope everybody has a great Easter this weekend. The purpose of a debate is to bring people over to your side, to convince people of your argument. That's the whole purpose. You win the debate by convincing people of your argument. Truth, okay, truth is important, blah, 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 but that's not what debates are about. The point of the debate, even if you're wrong and you're lying, the point of the debate is to convince everybody you're right and to bring people into your argument and agree with your argument.
What is the purpose of a debate?
We're not aligned.
What is the purpose of a debate?
To find the truth.
The purpose, it's a clash of ideas.
Sure.
So somebody can watch and say, wow, good point. Never thought about it that way. Let me go back and look at it, right? That is the purpose of a debate. The purpose of a debate is for me to look at something when, like the moment where Hillary Clinton and Trump are going at it, and Hillary says, you know, him and all he didn't pay any taxes and he didn't do this and he didn't do that. And then the moderator asks Trump a question and says, is it true that you paid this? He says, yes. I will use every single tax code that you have, just like all her donors do. And by the way, you've been there for 36 years. How come you've never changed it? So me as the voter sits there and says, that's a very good point. Huh. You've been there for 30. That's the debate. It gets people thinking.
Sure.
So if I'm going into a debate and I didn't make anybody think, what was the purpose of debate?
Sure. Well, now, fair point. Well, the point that I was trying to make is that ideologically we're not aligned here. I'm supporting Trump. Was I supporting Trump 5, 10 years ago?
No, you were not.
So I'm all behind Trump. Everybody wants to criticize Trump right now.
No, Trump had to go full neocon MAGA. And now you're just like, oh, I'm going to suck Trump's dick. Oh. Because Israel, remember, Israel's his grandma. Remember that stupid shit? America's like my mother, but Israel's like my grandma. You don't want me to care about my grandma? No, fuck your grandma, okay? Pull the plug. Pull the plug on your grandma. Especially if grandma's going to drag us into stupid fucking wars, okay? If grandma's going to force me to have to pay $5 a gallon, then yeah, fuck grandma.
The thing that I'm basically establishing is
one thing my grandma never did? Drag me into a fucking war, okay? So fuck your grandma, because my grandma's great. My grandma would never drag me into a war. My grandma would never cause me to have to spend $5 a gallon and fucking run out of fertilizer. No. So, but your grandma, she's a problem. Fuck your grandma.
The fact that this guy has a luxury of living in America and wants to criticize the heck out of Trump when I'm defending Trump and our troops. The point that I was saying is I'm defending Trump. Dave's the type of person that'll root for the bad guy in the bad movie. So that's who Dave is. Aside from that, other than that, I understand.
It's such a lame fucking argument, bro. You're not even dealing with the substance of the argument. Like, it's not even beyond doubt that all this warmongering we've been up to since fucking forever has been nothing but bad for the American people. But you can't really deal with that, so you just come up with all these weird takes like, you think this and that, and it's so fucking dumb. This is why you fell on the actual debate, because you can't address the substance of it, and you just attacked Dave, and then you embarrassed you embarrassed PBD and the whole fucking operation over there.
I understand what you're talking about. The reason that I brought up the Coleman Hughes, and I encourage people to go watch it. This was the sort of like the swan song event. Imagine you hype up this event. Here's what's going on. The SLS is coming this weekend. Yeah. Here's what's going on.
No, I said neocon MAGA, make Israel great again. Not the other one, okay? Let me set the record straight, okay?
And this debate takes place, and it was a 12-0 drubbing. So that's my point. Should I have conveyed it a little bit better? Sure. Should I have not brought up someone else's debate in my debate? Maybe I'll learn that for the next time. That's fine. But the reality is this: he got whooped, and I called him out on it. That's all it was.
Yeah, but it was your fight and his.
Sure. For the next time, I'll debate him just heads on. I brought up something from the past.
Don't do it again. Never debate him again. It's just you're going to further embarrass yourself and your entire operation, dude. Yeah, I don't think PBD is going to allow you to do that.
But my feedback isn't actually that. My feedback is it's okay to pay attention to the pulse of the market every once in a while. Good feedback's being given.
So essentially, all those people in the comment section calling you an idiot, they're all right. They know what they're talking about. You should listen to them. Oh boy, this has got to hurt Adam. This has really got to hurt him.
Not 80% of people, not 90% of people, but there are reasonable people that will give you good feedback.
Sure.
And none of us, there's not a single human being in the world that actually likes to be given feedback that we get excited about it. So it's not like anybody likes it, but it's in those moments where your character is being tested to say, you know what? Let me receive some of this and see if there's some good feedback. And
yeah, you need to read the comments and go, you know what? Maybe I do suck. Maybe I am an idiot. Maybe I'm not seeing things correctly. Maybe, maybe I just need to face the facts that I'm a complete fucking moron. That's what you need to do, Adam.
I'm going to turn this over to Vinny. I'll just say one thing. Yeah. You know what Vinny and I do when you're not around?
What's that?
We say, hey, what feedback do you have for me? What feedback for me? We actually talk. We actually convey. How many times have we done stuff like that?
The difference is, you know what the difference is?
What's that?
Here's the difference. So this event at SLS, I asked the question because I used to always look at my guys and judge them on how hard they work, how great they're on scripts, how many books they read, and all this stuff. Eventually, I'm like, let me look at it in a different way. It was, how much information does this guy retain from what I teach? So you teach something, this guy retains 10%, that guy retains 20%, this guy retains 30%. Then the next thing is, okay, so he's winning on retaining information. He's smarter than you, let's just say, hypothetically, right? Okay.
I don't think it's hypothetical. Basically, what he's saying, Adam, is he's trying to help you, and you're retarded. And you're not retaining any of the advice he's giving you. So at a certain point, he's going to reach the end of his rope, and he's going to fire your dumbass, dude. It's all right. I'm sure the Daily Wire will take you or some other MEGA operation.
Now the next part is what? What's after retention? Implementation.
Execution.
So he only implements of the 30% he retained, 5%. He retained 20%, but he executes 20%. You retain 10%, but you implement 50%. Then it comes to coachability. Then it becomes the speed of implementation. Then all of that stuff. Feedback is feedback. It's receiving and implementing that matters. That score of coachability, high, low, is the difference between you and Vinny. And
at
that's the coachability.
ST.0 Neon super chatted $2. Smash that like button. Don't aggro the Easter Bunny.
Yes, sir. Please smash the like. We're at 74. If you're enjoying the show, if I may humbly request that you tap the likey button. It's much appreciated, guys. Thank you for the super chat, St. Onion.
So, Vinny, again, I don't want to be on this too long. I want to move on. But if you want to say something,
this will take me 2 minutes. From a debate point of view, because I'll give both sides. He's never been in this environment. Meaning, when they send a van, when I go and do these debates with a panel of 6, everybody's yelling, talking over each other. People don't realize you're in a van. You're sitting in the sun in Florida. I'm red. I know you were hot. Even what's his name was in there. Jaden was in there. People are like, he's on cocaine. I read the comments because I want to know what the temperature is. The negative.
Is that what people were saying? He's on cocaine. I mean, maybe that's why he's looking so puffy, bro. I'm probably drinking a lot of booze, snorting a lot of cocaine. I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Where obviously you referred to another debate, which nobody wants to do. You were a little off.
He's on drugs.
I felt, because I know you as a brother, I know that you were nervous. This is what bothered me, Adam. We are in here, and I know what's going to happen today on this podcast. Israel's going to be brought up, and we're going to go into it. You are amazing at that debate, and I was disappointed because, you're in the moment, and you refer to whatever. You have the arsenal. You had the ammunition. You had this big-ass arsenal, and you just used a pistol. You were just, kind of going after and doing personal. And I was disappointed because I was like, yo, you have it. You have it. You didn't use it. And this is my attitude. When I was young and I'd get my ass whooped, my mom would be like, you're going to go outside and you're going to fight that guy right now. You're not going to sit here and let it fester. I know that you're going to do it. You're going to have to debate him again. You have to do it again.
Oh, no. I don't know. It's not going to work. Dave's going to fucking destroy you again. Because, to be honest, look, Dave's right. As much as you want to disagree with it, Dave is right. That's why you're going to get your ass kicked. And you're not a good enough lying, manipulating piece of shit to go into something and win when you're on the wrong side of the argument in the first place. So yeah, no more debates for you, dude. Just go away.
Okay. All right, Tom, you don't look like you have anything to say. It's all good. We can just
I don't have anything to say.
Tom, it's all your fault. I was filling in for you, bro.
No.
Pat,
Pat was very articulate about it. He's got standards. We get feedback. We try to meet those standards, and we want to represent well wherever we are.
Essentially, yeah, you fucked up. You're embarrassing us, and get your shit together, loser.
Okay. All right. All good. Thank you, Tom. We got a lot of messages, Pat. You know, Monday, who do I go to if we don't have the podcast?
Yeah, I don't care. But yeah. So yeah, okay, I figured we'd watch that because that was kind of fun. Here's Keir Starmer. Or no, this is the guy from Australia. Let's hear what Australia's got to say. They're not doing very well, boys. Yeah, they might be all dead by now. I mean, they might already, the whole country might have perished by now.
My fellow Australians, by nature, we're an optimistic country. But I understand that right now, it's hard to be positive. The war in the Middle East has caused the biggest spike in petrol and diesel prices in history. Australia is not an active participant in this war, but all Australians are paying higher prices because of it. I know that you're seeing this at the servo and at the supermarket, and I understand farmers and truckies, small businesses and families are doing it tough. And the reality is, the economic shocks caused by this war will be with us for months. Tonight I want to speak directly with you about what the government is doing to shield Australia in these uncertain times, and also what all of us can do to help our country and help each other.
Yes, this is the most Australian sounding motherfucker I've ever heard. Oh my God, he sounds so Australian, Cybertwitch says. Yeah, this is Mr. Australia right here.
In the period ahead. On Monday, National Cabinet adopted the National Fuel Security Plan. Leaders from both sides of politics, from right around the country, working together to keep Australia moving, making sure that we are prepared so that if the global situation gets worse and our fuel supplies are seriously disrupted over the long term, we can coordinate the next steps together. Today, we cut the fuel excise in half, cutting the tax on every litre of petrol by 26 cents. Those savings have started showing up at your petrol station. For our truckies, we have cut the heavy vehicle...
Bro, can we stop with the truckie thing? Imagine you're a truck driver, one of the most important jobs in society, delivering the goods that keep people alive, and you get called a truckie? Oh, you're a truckie, mate? I would quit right there. A truckie? That's what you're gonna call me? A fucking truckie? Go fuck yourself. I quit.
Road user charge to zero. Both these measures will be in place for the next 3 months. We are working to bring the price of fuel down, to make more fuel here and to keep it on shore, and get more fuel here, using our strong trading relationships with our region to bring more petrol, diesel and fertiliser to Australia. Now, it's the Australian way that people want to do their bit. And there are simple ways that you can. You should go about your business and your life as normal. Enjoy your Easter. And if you're hitting the road, don't take more fuel than you need. Just fill up like you normally would. Think of others in your community, in the bush, and in critical industries. And over coming weeks, if you can switch to catching the train or bus or tram to work, do so. That builds our reserves and it saves fuel for people who have no choice but to drive. Farmers and miners and tradies who need diesel every single day. And all those shift workers and nurses who do so much for our country. The months ahead may not be easy. I want to be upfront about that. No government can promise to eliminate the pressures that this war is causing. I can promise we will do everything we can to protect Australia from the worst of it. These are uncertain times, but I'm absolutely certain of this. We will deal with these global challenges the Australian way, working together and looking after each other, as we always have.
You know, I heard they have a ton of actual oil reserves in Australia that they don't drill because of, you know, climate change, global warming, whatever, net zero, all the bullshit. Maybe now's the time that you start tapping your fucking reserves. I don't know, bro. He makes me less concerned. Maybe they're going to be all right. Yeah, here's Steimer. He sounds like he's done, you know, because Great Britain and America, like, we're like the greatest of allies. This sounds like all of this is like we're moving away from being so close allies with America, and we're moving back to being close allies with Europe again.
The conflict in the Middle East has now entered a second month.
Volume low, I know.
While we're working at pace for de-escalation and peace, it is now clear that the impact of this war will affect the future of our country. So today I want to reassure the British people that no matter how fierce this storm, we are well placed to weather it, and that we have a long-term plan to emerge from it a stronger and more secure nation. First, let me say once again, this is not our war. We will not be drawn into the conflict. That is not in our national interest.
I thought they were hinting that they would actually help with the Hormuz Strait, so I guess not.
And the most effective way we can support the cost of living in Britain is to push for de-escalation in the Middle East and a reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, which is such a vital route for energy. To that end, we're exploring each and every diplomatic avenue that is available to us. The Foreign Secretary and the Chancellor have met their counterparts in the G7. The Defence Secretary has been in the Middle East speaking to our partners. And the UK has now brought together 35 nations around our statement of intent to push as one for maritime security across the Gulf. And today I can announce that later this week, the Foreign Secretary will host a meeting that brings those nations together for the first time, where we will assess all viable diplomatic and political measures that we can take to restore freedom of navigation, guarantee the safety of trapped ships and seafarers, and resume the movement of vital commodities. Following that meeting, we will also convene our military planners to look at how we can marshal our capabilities and make the Strait accessible and safe after the fighting has stopped. Because
after the fighting stopped. So once it's safe, then we'll get involved with our military.
To level with people on this. This will not be easy.
I thought this was a clip, but there was another one where he's talking about like Brexit was a complete fucking disaster. It destroyed our economy, and we need to. Basically, they're crawling back to the EU, like, please take us back. We're sorry. We're sorry. Like, that's great. That's great. Let's a little bit of pain, trying to be fucking self-sufficient and sovereign, and a little bit of pain to get there, and they give up right away. So yeah, that worked out real well. Iran's new regime president, much less radicalized and far more intelligent than his predecessors, says Trump, has just asked the United States of America for a ceasefire. We will consider when Hormuz Strait is open, free, and clear. Until then, we are blasting Iran into oblivion, or as they say, back to the Stone Ages. So, of course, Iran is denying this. And by the way, it's not a new president. No, Iran doesn't have a new president. Masoud Pezeshkian has been in the role since 2024. I mean, we're just making things up now as we go along. Iran's foreign ministry responds after President Trump claims they asked for a ceasefire today. President Trump claims that Iran requested a ceasefire are false and baseless. I don't know, maybe Iran is lying and they're trying to pretend that they're not doing that. I don't know why they wouldn't admit that there are peace talks or ceasefire talks going on. So I think Trump's just saying whatever the fuck he thinks people want to hear to keep the markets calm. Ingram, we still have a lot of questions. So yeah, this is from the other night. And it's almost like they're realizing it's very unpopular, and now they're trying to push the blame away from Trump. Like, well, who convinced Trump to do this?
So if we cannot come to some type of peace deal with people who can't be trusted, then what? Well, look.
Sorry, but I know if the audio was really loud there, I got to turn that one fucking clip was so low, I had to turn the gain up super fucking loud. What did I put? I had to turn the gain up to plus 15 before it was normalized. So yeah, sorry if that was loud. Hopefully the limiter fucking balanced it out before it blew everybody's eardrums out. Yeah, Bubbles is at my door scratching to get in. Give me a second. Let me let Bubbles in while this clip plays.
So if we cannot come to some type of peace deal with people who can't be trusted, then what? Well, looks like the U.S. is going to escalate. President Trump is already warning of widespread further damage, threatening to hit electric generating plants, oil wells, and Carg Island, as he's reportedly considering sending ground troops in to secure the uranium. Now, knowing what little time we have and how quickly this can spiral out of control, we still have a lot of questions. For instance, was the president fully briefed about the risks of all of this from the beginning? And was he then able to take it all in and understand the complexity of this, how complex it could actually get, and further possibilities of casualties or other damage, the difficulty of dealing with these people? Or was he told this would be relatively quick in and out? So if we cannot come to some type of peace deal with people who can't be trusted, then what? Well, looks like the U.S. is going to escalate. President Trump is already warning of widespread further damage, threatening to hit electric generating plants, oil wells, and Carg Island, as he's reportedly considering sending ground troops in to secure the uranium. Now, knowing...
Oh, sorry, I repeated, huh? Yep, sounds like they're trying to fucking figure out who to blame. Everybody's gonna get fired, bro. Watch, everybody's gonna get fired. This is crazy. The New York firefighters and the New York cops had a hockey match, and yeah, they started beating the shit out of each other. I mean, dude, if the police department and the fire department can't even act civilized, like, we're fucked.
Leonard leads the rush into the zone, swivels the hips, out behind with 3, out front, quick shot, save made, rebound, another stop. The NYPD do it. For the first time since 2016, the PD get the win, and here we go. Leonard going at it with Stark right now. We got a couple guys wrapped up. Antonic's in the mix. Leonard's throwing some punches. Stark's trying to celebrate. Oh! And here we go. Another fight brewing.
Bunch of animals, bro. They're a bunch of animals,
lost in all
this
is and now dropping the gloves is Jeff Cool. And Cool's going at it now with Bridgewood. Bridgewood's got him in a headlock. Now someone jumps in, dives on top of Bridgewood. And here we go now. Backup goalie Michio Shrimp's in the mix. He's got his hands around, and Battaglia's in. We've seen what Battaglia can do with his right hand. You don't want that.
There's no hope, bro. If even our fucking police department and fire departments can't, like, control their violent tendencies, we're fucked, bro. Come on now. I mean, it is kind of funny, though.
Shrimp is still... I've never seen that. Still pushing and shoving.
I bet you next year's tickets for this are going to sell out, like, immediately.
Here, both sides trying to separate, the officials doing anything to break this up right now. They're going to have to call for backup. But the NYPD. Now it's Gumas. He's in the mix, and Gumas gets ripped to the ground. Here we go again. The fans up against the glass.
I didn't know there was so much hatred between the police department and the fire department. I thought they got along.
In this right now. Yeah, just when you think it's over. Officials genuinely trying to do anything right now to break this up.
Arrest them. Arrest them all.
As it just continues on. Now the FDNY skating away.
That's wild, dude. Let's see, is there another fight that breaks out?
But it's the NYPD. And you hear the crowd now.
Honestly, I'd root for the fire department. I like the fire department better than the police department. Because the fire department doesn't arrest you, you know? This is a pretty funny video. We got some funny stuff here. This seems pretty like a dangerous thing to do. And I think this is real. The acting is too good.
Yo, Connect phone? Yep. Oh, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? All right.
So apparently this guy shows up and plays Connect 4.
What the hell?
Right here, what? Yeah, nigga, premium shit, nigga.
Let me see it. Wait, so how much the shit go for?
200 each.
200? For that big ass shit?
Yep, 200.
What's your name? I mean, hold on. Hey, you like the plug around here. What's this, the trap house? Yeah, niggas got their head down and all that. What's up, hey? What's up, bro? Nice to meet you. What's up? Yeah, it's good. I got 225. So if you win 225, I win. Give me the pack.
All right. I ain't gonna play you though. My boy.
So they're gonna play Connect 4 for all like $200 worth of greens. It looks like. Who the fuck plays Connect 4? Is that a thing in the black community? I remember playing Connect 4 when I was a fucking child. It's a child's game, but apparently I guess it's popular in the hood, huh? Okay, bro. Like, how retarded are you, dude? Like, this is the easiest game in the world. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got to block this move right here. And this guy's like, I mean, how fucking dumb do you have to be this bad at Connect 4? Oh no, dude. Oh no, it's so fucking dumb, bro.
Hey, well, lie, this big nigga blind. Connect 4, give me the pound.
What the fuck? Come on, my nigga.
Give me the pound.
You got the dumbest fucking guy. I mean, seriously, this is the most obvious move ever, dude. Right? Like, you block him here, and then he's gonna block you here, and then, you know, if you're smart, if you're smart, and not like, if you have like any kind of intelligence, every Connect 4 game should end in basically a tie. This is a genius level.
Hey, well, lie, this
is genius level thinking.
Give me the pound.
What the fuck? Come on, my nigga.
Give me the pound.
No, run that back.
Let me make sure everything.
Run that back.
I don't think you're gonna do better next time.
Off this. All right.
Oh, you let him run it back.
I see you, bro. I see you.
Oh
Man,
no.
open your eyes, man.
Oh no, he's gonna do the same thing, dude. He's literally gonna do the same fucking thing again. Oh, he just gave him he literally put the piece in place to allow this. Oh, maybe this is fake. Is anybody really this dumb? Is it possible to be this fucking dumb?
Connect 4, he's fucking up the whole operation. Give me the pound. And get that money out. Watch what?
Oh shit, look out. I don't think they're gonna take this loss that well.
You're gonna have to let me get up out of here.
The weed is so good you can't even play Connect 4. That's some good weed. It's a little too good.
Brother, you feel me? It's a bet, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice house. I ain't gonna lie. I got.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta go, brother.
See, this is where I think this is real. I don't think this is a bit. I think whatever reason these guys, like this guy's got a social media following where he goes and plays Connect 4. And they will. I don't think this is a bit. Like the sadness and heartbreak in this guy's face right now. There's no way you can fake that.
You good?
Hell no, I ain't good.
You lost on Connect 4, nigga. Why is you betting pounds on a kid game?
Man.
Bro, good game, nigga. If you would have won, you would have took my shit.
You damn right, baby.
Right.
Yeah. So shut the fuck up and take your L.
I need my, that's my money right there, Piz. Oh shit, this was money right here.
Dude, you better get the fuck out of there before they pull some what's out. I don't think they're taking this too well.
What's your money? You fucked up the operation. You thought I was a lick. I'm not easy game. Good game though, fool.
There goes 200 something bucks, dude. Unconnect, and it's just so sad, dude. Like, how do you not see the move? Like, how do you? It's like he's just looking at it, and it's like right in front of his face, and he's just like, does the guy even know how to play Connect 4? Does he even understand the point of the game? Now, this is one of these clips where I really want some background. I want to understand, like, all the context of how this came to be. Okay, because here's this guy, looks probably like he's in his 70s. Looks like he just got out of the hospital or some shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 29.
And then, like, this doesn't make any sense. They carried him all the way back up here to get him on E. First of all, what a jump. Was he trying to do a backflip and he just lost? The momentum just wasn't there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
That's not how you want to land in the water. Head first. You can literally knock yourself out and fucking drown. But I want to understand it. Like, how did this come to be? Look, it looks like he's just out of the hospital or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 2998.
I want the context to this clip. I want to know how the fuck. I want to know all the details. How this guy got did he just get out of the hospital? And now he's going back to the hospital. How did you? Why the fuck did he? People do the stupidest shit too. Like, you could tell you're old as fuck, bro. You think that was a good idea? Was it some homeless drug addict that they offered him a couple $100 to jump off the bridge backwards or something? Like, what's going on here? And this one, I think people like this need to be imprisoned. People that do this shit. They give weed a bad name. They give all of us responsible weed users a bad reputation. And it's just fucking stupid, dude. We need to lock this guy up.
They want the world's strongest gummy bear. Do you know who I am, kid?
I'm so annoyed by this already. This is so fucking annoying. And the big fake fucking chompers.
Want the world's strongest gummy bear. Do you know who I am, kid?
I hate the big fake puck. I'd rather like if this was a chick, I'd rather see some normal teeth, even if they were like not perfectly white and they were like maybe a little stained from living life, than to see these fake fucking chompers that just, I don't know, it just ruins the whole facial look to me, dude. And really, this guy should be imprisoned.
Now let's see if this 5,000 milligram bear can slow me down, kid. Mate, just walk on the side of this fucking gummy bear, kid.
At ST.0 Neon super chatted $2, former swimmer. That is like hitting concrete.
Yeah, it's you have to, like, you got, feet first. You definitely don't want to go head first. Like, I'm not a swimmer or nothing, but I know, like, when you jump from heights like that, yeah, it's like hitting concrete. And if you go head first, you could break your neck. You can completely knock yourself out. It's so fucking dumb. And I can't, there's no way he's going to eat that whole thing, dude. This is...
Mate, just walk on the side of this fucking gummy bear, kid.
The things people do for fucking views on the internet, bro. This is so dumb. Oh, no. He's going to die, isn't he? He's going to be the first person to die from a marijuana overdose. No way, bro.
One of the hardest challenges I've generally ever done.
Yeah, no shit, really?
I've told my cameraman, no matter what, you need to record everything that happens.
I wonder what's going to happen next. I'm telling you, dude, they need to make this illegal. To, like, purposely take an insane amount of edibles so that you can get views. They need to make this illegal. Punishable with 5 years in prison.
Beyond this point.
Oh, really? No shit. Really? You're puking your guts out? I think even if it wasn't a weed gummy, just eating any kind of gummy bear that's that big is probably going to make you sick.
Dean, what are you doing?
Okay, I don't know. I don't even believe this. I think after the it wore off, they're like, we need some better footage that's funny. Okay, let me go lay outside and film it. I just think this is so stupid because I've taken edibles. You know, it's weird. It's weird because I in the past I used to take. I had some times where I took like crazy amounts of edibles, and it was a blast. No, I mean I just fucking enjoyed the fuck out of it. But then there was one time where I did take too much, and it was the worst fucking. I mean, you know, where your heart's racing and you're like sweating and you're cold and you're like, terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, dude. You know, fortunately, I'm not a pussy, so I didn't like go to the hospital or nothing. I was like, okay, let me just ride this out like a fucking man. A lot of people go to the hospital like, I'm having a heart attack, I'm dying. Like those cops that famous clip of those like the couple that I think one of them was a cop and they like stole some weed from the evidence room or whatever. And then they took it and they called 911. They're like, we're dying. I think we're dying. Yeah, I didn't do shit like that. Some people do. They're fucking retarded. I still had the wherewithal to be like, yeah, it's the weed. I'll be fine. I drank some. I've learned now, you know, drink some chamomile tea. Chamomile tea comes in handy. And keep yourself busy. Keep your mind busy. You know, play a video game.
Huh?
Yeah, you're going to be sleeping for a long fucking time.
So I've just woke up. I think it's about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I think I've been sleeping for about, I don't know.
I just hate this guy. I don't know what it is. I fucking don't like this guy. I just really want to punch this guy in the face. No offense to this guy personally. I'm sure you're a good guy. But watching this video makes me violently angry.
20-something hours and I feel absolutely high still. This has gone well too long. I need it to stop. Make sure you hit the follow button.
No, I'm not following you, dude. I'm not following you. This pisses me off. Bro, white bitches are gangbanging now. This is 2026. White bitches are now gangbanging. Watch this shit. This shit's crazy.
Just imagine what she be trying to tell you. I can just imagine.
Dude, bitches are out of control, bro. So we're gonna pop this N-word right here, right now. What is going on? Where white women are now acting like fucking gangbangers, dude. Is this a new thing?
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, that's why that's hoes together. It's like a broke hole collision. It's like a gang of broke hoes, my nigga.
He's about to find out these are some gangbanging bitches, bro. They ain't fucking around. Look out. Look, when you walk down the street, it ain't the black dude with the hoodie anymore you got to worry about. That's a gangbanger. No, it's the white bitches you got to worry about. Those are the real dangerous gangbangers these days.
Bro, it's like a gang. Look, she wanna crash out cuz she broke. She wanna crash out cuz she broke. Bro, hey, they be ready to crash out cuz they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, what that is a bunch of hoes that ain't got nothing to lose. Bunch of broke ass hoes. Look at them ready to crash out. They ready to crash out.
I mean, what is this guy up to, by the way? He's just driving around. He spots a bunch of fucking white women, and he's like, "Let me just troll them for fucking an hour straight."
Look at him ready to crash out. Look at him. Look at him ready to.
They just shot at him. These crazy white bitch. I'm telling you, dude. We got a white bitch gang problem. Okay? These white bitches be gang banging. And yeah, I think we're gonna need to address this as a nation. We're gonna have to really come after these white women and clean up these streets because it's getting dangerous out here. He's not laughing now, is he? He's not talking shit no more. Though. I mean, it did shut him up. By the way, he's actually lucky he didn't get shot. Watch. Because he's once the bullets started flying, he was done filming his little viral video, and he's like, "I'm just getting the fuck out of here." But watch, he updates it in a second. Yeah. Good thing these white bitches are bad. They got bad aim. Good thing they don't go to the shooting range. You know, they're just like normal gangsters. They just terrible shots.
Shit crazy, man. Because I was roasting them. They started roasting me first. They started roasting.
Yeah. He's kind of lucky. He's lucky. I don't know the way those shots. It doesn't. Maybe they were warning shots, but this is getting really close to where he's actually at. I mean, he actually might be lucky.
But she almost got me. That's where my head was.
Oh, look at that one. She's aiming for the nutsack, bro. She had enough of your jokes, dude.
Out the window.
Yeah, this is all these catch me outside bitches, bro. They've all been influenced by that catch me outside bitch. They all go around acting hard. They're like, they live like a couple miles from the hood, so now they think they're black and shit.
She almost got me.
Listening to gangster rap. That's cool. I'm telling you, we have a problem in this country, boys. We have a white woman gang problem. What's the name? What would you name a white woman gang? I'd say the Bloods because, you know, they're on their period and bleeding from their pussies, but the Bloods is taking, so we need to come up with a new name for these white lady gangbangers. The Karens, that's too on the money. Need something better than the Karens. But yeah. So yeah, next time you see a bunch of thugged out white women, don't fuck with them, bro. They'll start blasting, dude. They'll put a cap in a motherfucker, dude. Yeah, anyway, been a fun show, boys. I wish that the Trump message would have been better. I wish he would have said, "We're withdrawing. I'm announcing that our operations are complete and we'll be withdrawing from the area." Nope, that's not what we got. What's the results on the poll? I always forget to check the poll at the end. Did you take your COVID vax? 22% yes, 78% no. So yes, you are absolutely wrong. Whoever it was trying to say 80% of my audience took the vax. Nope. The exact opposite. And there's nothing wrong if you took it. To each their own. To each their own. But I know my audience. Yeah. It's definitely not. Yeah, it's the other way around. 80% didn't take it. Yeah. Also, this is another thing I always forget to look at. Top fans. Who are the top fans today? Number 1 with the gold medal, Saint Onion. Thank you for your support, Saint Onion. I do appreciate it. Saint Onion's been really supporting the fuck out of the show. And all of you guys, El Jefe as well. Number 2, big time supporter of the show. Much love. You guys rock. Number 3, Cyber Twitch. Not surprised. So Cyber Twitch takes the bronze. Just missing a medal is Nate. Nate O. Number 5, GK. Number 6, this is a new name. Welcome, Leroy. I saw you. I think you sent a super chat earlier. I think you're a new viewer. Leroy 45 long. Number 6. Number 7, Kevin DeBella. Number 8, Zombies for Dawn of the Vampires, John McCarter. The legend. That is John McCarter coming in at number 8. Number 9, Garth F. Brookstein. That's the real Garth Brooks. He's undercover, so don't blow his cover, okay? And Blind Reflex, number 10.
At Leroy.45
Bringing it
Ron
in.
super chatted $5. Purebloods unite. Okay sign. Okay sign. Okay sign.
Thank you, Leroy. Yep. We're doing good here, except, you know, what do they call it? Shedding, viral shedding or whatever. So even if we didn't get it, we probably still got some of the spike proteins from all the viral shedding or whatever it's called. That's creepy, right? Like you could not take it, but then like your girlfriend does, and then you're, you know, getting busy underneath the sheets, and now it sheds into you, and you essentially get spike proteins that way. Crazy, huh? Kind of scary when you think about it. Leroy Jenkins. Those numbers go everywhere. Laugh out loud, John. You stole my bronze, Leroy. Did it switch? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait. Let me click on this. I'm clicking on the wrong spot. You see? Yeah, dude, he just stole your bronze, bro. Sorry, Cyber Twitch. The bronze medal's now going to go to Leroy. But yeah, thank you guys. Been fun. Should have a show tomorrow night. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll see. I think I'll find another Alex Jones clip to talk about. I don't know. It seems the show does really well. Whenever I talk about, I have Alex Jones in the thumbnail. People are like, "Oh, I want to watch that." So every show is now going to have Alex Jones in the thumbnail. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about tomorrow, but we'll see you tomorrow night. Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and thank you again to everybody who supported the show. Links are in the description if you want to become a member on YouTube. That helps because we are a fan-supported show, so if you do support, helps keep me doing a show. Also, Patreon if you want to go outside the YouTube system. Second channel, Discord. Discord's the best place to get notifications, so if you use Discord, hop into our channel. Links in the description. And see you guys tomorrow night. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Much love. Pink Trip out.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified.